And what's up, everybody? Ellington here, and we are back on Total War Rome 2. We have got ourselves a 3 versus 3, and this one is starting out spicy. We've got a massive sally out here from the defenders. We've got Nervii out here with Nervii's general. We've got slingers. We've got mighty horse. All sorts of stuff out here. They are sallying out against Boii. Now, we are on the settlement of Eildon, and this one was sent in by Mia. Mia is playing Nervii. Mia's allies, we have got Sparta being commanded by, let's see, Madeira, I think it is. We've got Colchis being commanded by Cosmo. For the attackers, first of all, we have got Antony's Rome here being commanded by K. Paris. We've got Rome being commanded by Daniel. And finally, Boii once again being commanded by Eagle, I think is. Yep, Eagle. Just Eagle. Now, I apologize for my absence. Holiday time is always a bit hectic in my job, venue. But also, I ended up kind of getting a little bit sick, lost my voice, yada, 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 yada. You could probably hear a little bit of that still there, due to my scratchy, how's it going, everybody? But we are back, and we have got ourselves a good one. Once again, it's just a massive sally out. Now, the game started, as you can see, the bounce power is pretty in heavy favor of the attackers at this point. But let's see if this sally out can come to fruition here and gain them some momentum. So for Nervii, we've got a bunch of fierce swords out here. We've got Celtic warriors, slingers. We have Levy Freeman. Realistically, the only cav they have to threaten with is this right here. Whoa, why is that white? I've never seen that before. You ever seen that before? It was white. The hell? That was weird. But yeah, so the only thing that can threaten them right now is this heavy horse, which they can pretty easily deal with. They've got mighty horse, they have their noble horse general, and then they have some Celtic, or not Celtic, but Levy Freeman somewhere. Yeah, a couple of different Levy Freeman here. So I don't think they're too worried about cavalry threatening their slingers and such. Now, Antony's Rome on the other side is going in. Right? Like, they are in it right now, which, honestly, is probably not a great idea. It looks like they are kind of slowing down a little bit. We have some archers over here. But it sure looked like they were about to just, mass land, which is a terrible idea, considering look how far Rome is from landing. And not only that, Boii's not even initiated an assault right now. Boii is fully concentrated on Nervii here, which is probably fine. Nervii basically sallied their entire army. They might have a couple, no, their entire army is outside, so Boii is fully focused on this. But Rome and Antony's Rome really need to be careful about this. I'm not a huge fan of their overall setup. You have Rome, then Boii all the way over here, and then Antony's Rome all the way over here, which means that they can't support each other. Each of them can get double teamed without really any, retribution at all. So, I'm not a fan of this setup. I'm really not a fan of attacking just individually all by yourself. Antony's Rome is a very cool faction, honestly. It's Rome, right? So you have Avocati cohorts, you have legionaries, you have armored legionaries, so on and so forth. But then you get things like Cretan archers and Syrian archers, and things like Egyptian infantry, and all sorts of cool, like, Egyptian and Greek units. It's pretty cool, actually. Sparta looks like they're primarily going to go up against the main Rome here. We've got a bunch of Praetorian Guard leading off this assault. The rest of his army must be hidden back here. Legionary cohort. I don't know why his legionary cohort is on a ram. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Now look at this. Rome's archers actually coming over to Boii's side. Nervii, I think, is... No, they're not fully falling back, but Nervii is kind of shifted back a little bit more towards this hill. I think what Nervii's goal is here, maybe they can continue to draw Boii into this confrontation over here, whilst Rome and Antony's Rome kind of get, demolished on the walls by themselves. We'll see if that's what ends up happening, because, it very well, could not. Antony's Rome and Rome are both very good factions. Colchis, I would say, is not as good of a faction. Neither is Sparta. Now, is this the regular Sparta? I think it is. Yeah, Spartan Hoplites, so... Looks like the only glitched-in faction is the Antony's Rome. Praetorian Cohort, or Praetorian Guard, excuse me, taking pretty heavy losses here. They've lost 20, I believe, to... Well, no, it's not to the Bastion Ballista, and the Bastion Ballista still has ammo and crew to fire it, so... I wonder why the Bastion Ballista did not shoot at Rome here. But, so Nervii here, 55 kills on their Onager, 55, yep. We're getting some Spartans coming out to assist Nervii. Paroikoi Spears, alright. Got more Paroikoi Spears, Spartan Hoplites, Cretan Archers. See a noticeable lack of Royal Spartans. Paroikoi Pikemen. Here's a Sparta General. Here's a Sparta are one of those units that can be a little misleading, right? Their stats are really good. And as a unit, they are really good. But the biggest downside to the Heroes of Sparta is they only get 120 men instead of 160. Which, it hurts. That does, make a difference. Antony's Rome now coming in. We've got Legionaries taking on Hoplites, and then we have more Legionaries taking on Axes. So basically, Colchis here with a combination of Axes and Hoplites. Legionaries, you probably want to spread your formation to fully engage here, you know what I mean? You see, you have only 8 guys engaged while the rest of your unit is just standing here. It's also due to using formation attack. And look at this, they're all out of whack here. I think Colchis is using formation attack as well. Boii continuing to kind of push into Nervii. And honestly, I think this is exactly what Nervii wants. Nervii now is pulling units back in. I think that they will probably just fully disengage here. But look how much time they've bought from Boii. Boii is way out of position. Even if they wanted to, they could go back, they get their towers, then they could push up. But honestly, their best bet is they just need to go and loop up with Rome here. Get your guys back on your ballista and start shelling the defenses. Because honestly, that ballista has really good angles against Sparta right now. So, if he can just get back on it, he's fine. He can do some damage. Where did the crew go? Hopefully his crew is hiding somewhere. Yep, there it is. I would start moving that crew over back to the ballista and start firing. Rome is now in. Same thing, Rome using that formation attack, but also a compact formation. Draw your formation to match the enemies. You want to be doing that. Although, it's really not hurting them as much due to the fact that the Spartan Hoplites are also in formation attack, so they aren't looping around. So, it's fine. It's okay. Cretan Archers do have a pretty good shot on them, though. 118 out of 160. The Cretans have 18 kills. They're also getting shot from the other side, 11 kills. Now, this Legionary cohort, 52 kills going up against Spartan Hoplites. Rome should win that in a stand-up fight. But their biggest problem is that their archers are way off at Timbuktu. By the way, Nervii is getting a little spicy here. Got some cab play here by the Mighty Horse, 21 kills. Paroikoi Spears, 46 kills. Sword Followers getting in and actually getting quite... Look at that. They just obliterated that Paroikoi Spear. Nervii just slowly pulling back. Slowly pulling back. And Boii is so badly out of position. Rome is in a lot of trouble. Because look at this. Here's another problem. Why is Rome's army all the way out? God, I hate when people do this. Don't send in your first wave when your reinforcements are back, you know, in the back of the map. These guys are just going to get annihilated. And then by the time your other troops get up here, it's a cycle. It just starts all over again. Antony's Rome actually seems to be having relatively okay progress here. They are getting troops on the wall, well supporting their units. See how all their units are here, ready to go whenever they need to. Avocado cohort general, eagle cohorts. Got archers up here. So Antony up here, well supporting his assault. Rome is way just... I don't really get what Rome's doing. You know, he's coming with the rest of his army. These probably should have been the first units in, not your Praetorian Guard. And your archers should not be over here with Boii. Boii is wasting so much time, it's not even funny. He should have ignored Nervii and just made his assault. As soon as Nervii started pulling back his units, Boii should have just said, nope, I'm done, we're walking away. Sorry, I keep having to mute my mic to clear my throat. Praetorian Guard now in 62 kills, but once again, now the Cretan Archers just targeting that. Cretan Archers 123 kills now. Auxiliary Coastal Levies. I don't remember these guys. Interesting. Let's see, Hoplites 51 kills, 29 on the Hillmen. Legionaries taking on Iroquois Spears, but that's really it. Okay, so Colchis is sending a tiny unit of axes to go assist on the hill. I don't know what they're going to do. Sorry, I'm just not talking. I'm looking around, kind of scoping out the battlefield. Sorry. Rome is in so much trouble right now. It's got his general's bodyguard up here. We've got Spartan Hoplites, Iroquois Spears, Cretan Archers 173 kills. Praetorian Guard can win this. You know what I mean? They are the better unit when well supported. You know what I mean? Boii is still kind of dicking around over here. So much time has been wasted. Nervii, good play, man. Like, you know, it's just one of those things where I just don't get what they're doing. But Nervii did exactly what they planned on doing, and, you know, they have bought so much time, it's not even funny. Antony's Rome, still kind of taking it slow. They are putting up a few more units, but they're definitely not kind of rushing into this. Antony playing this pretty well. We've got legionaries pushing in. They've kind of been going back and forth with these axes, you know what I mean? Now they're kind of engaging these hoplites. We do have artillery firing. I think that's Spartus, looks like. 25 kills so far. Looks like he's shooting the Syrian archers. Syrian archers, 46 kills. Sparta and Nervii just swarming all over Rome. This attack in the center is gone. I mean, it's kaput. We've got another legionary cohort coming in, but to be perfectly honest with you, it's just going to be to death. Spartan Hoplite's going to try and cut that off. See, legionary cohorts, oh my god, they're wavering with 22 kills. Nervii, once again, just kind of buying that time, condensing back to the gate. Boii continuing to kind of push. Nervii pulling back into the gate now. But now, Nervii is going to have all the time in the world to come over here and set up, while Boii marches all the way back over here to try and support. But it's not going to be support anymore. It's going to be a lone assault by themselves. Colchis is the one I'm actually a little worried about here. Antony's Rome seems to be making pretty good progress against them. And so Colchis is the one that I think could be in a little bit of trouble. Sparta may end up having to sling a couple units over here. You know, they're going to be able to. Rome is pretty much done. Look at this. Even with the bad situation, Praetorian Guard, 192 kills. They are just super, super good. Paraquay Spears with 38 kills. Spartan Hoplites 44. And the Praetorian Guard just grinding it out. They're just grinding it out, guys. Avocati Cohort 60. Man, just Rome is just getting obliterated. Okay, here comes Boii. Please don't. Okay, so Boii is on the ballista. Now, does he know what to do here? So when you unattach from the ballista and then you get back on it, if you just try to start firing, it doesn't typically work. What you need to do is get on the ballista, and then you need to hit hit backspace. That should, or hit stop, hit the hand button at the bottom of your screen. That should make them stop moving, and then you should be able to fire fine. Fierce Sword's going to charge in the back of Legionary Cohorts. He's probably stopped firing. Oh, wait, no, that's Rome. So, yeah. Keep firing, Rome. Fierce Swords really don't like archers, so that's a good thing for them. Or for Rome, is what I mean. It's a good thing for Rome. Antony's Rome is fully pushing, man. Here comes more Avocati Cohorts as well. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Legionaries, 106 kills, 82 kills on the Avocati Cohorts. This is going to be the one that they are going to struggle. Going up this hill is going to be really rough. They do have some Cartly Axemen in reserve. They have Colchian Noble all the way back here. They have all this stuff back here that they really should put into defending this, because what they've got up there is struggling a little bit. It's going to be a close bet on whether or not that what's in that front line can win. Oh, and look at Nervii. Nervii's like, no, 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 no. We're coming back out, and we're going to, are you going to deal with us? What are you going to do? This ballista needs to be firing, like, all the time now. All the time. I don't know why the ballista is not firing. It should be firing a lot. There's a lot of targets for this ballista. Look at all this clumped stuff up here. Okay? This ballista needs to be getting lots of kills. Especially given the fact that Nervii is now coming back out, which means that the viability of time for that ballista is running out very, very, very quickly. Colchis is falling back. They're giving up. The attack, or the defense here, gets Antony. So what it looks like they're going to do, it looks like they're going to fall back the back way here, which is going to open up the backside of Sparta's defense. So Sparta's probably going to have to give this up unless Antony just decides to pursue Colchis down the back road here. Nervii coming all the way back out. So they are defending their ballista, but the ballista still isn't firing because look, see it says moving. See the moving thing? He needs to hit backspace to stop them, quote unquote, moving. Then he can fire his ballista. That's probably why it's not shooting. I bet you anything that Boii is trying to fire that ballista and it's not. That's the trick you have to do with these when you dismount your ballista. See, okay, now he's not moving anymore, see? So now he should be able to fire. There we go. Hey, woo! All right. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Now Boii, oh, you know what? Shoot that right there, man. That's what I'm shooting if I'm Boii. Just defend against this horse. Get in there. No, don't let him through the gap. What are you... Oh. Boii, what are we doing, man? Now you gotta do the same thing you just did. Just move your ballista crew away. Kill the Celtic horse, or the mighty horse, excuse me. I don't know why you throw the Levy Freeman in. They're just going to get obliterated by Fierce Swords. You should just use the Levy Freeman to screen. Now you can see Boei setting up Sword Followers to screen out against Nervii, but he is assaulting. But once again, Rome is dead, so big waste. Big waste. Waste of time, waste of men, waste of ally, just waste. Mighty Horse 51 kills. You got 7 of the crew, which does hurt Boei's ammunition a little bit on the ballista. When you lose crew members, you lose ammunition. Nervii now pulling back. Same thing. It's the same play. Nervii and Sparta have probably all they need to finish this. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. But they definitely have enough to kind of hold. But Nervii is either going to have to make a decision to either assault or Nervii just needs to fall back. Because they probably don't have fully enough to hold if Boei fully commits to an assault here. Got the Noble Horse General coming out. He's going to attack the Heavy Horse here. Nervii is. Heavy Horse. It's got to be... Nervii's got to be careful, though, because you got the Oathsworn General for Boei right there. And if Boei decides to turn, that's a Javi toss. Big ouchies. Get moving. Yep. We're no Javi. Where's Javi? Oh, Nervii got so lucky there. No Javi toss by the Oathsworn. But Nervii's about to get pinned in. Yeah, get out of there. Antony is taking his time. And honestly, I think that's probably the right call here. Probably fine to go ahead and get your units in, though. You've got Dacian Spears. Interesting. But, you know, probably looks like about half of the Antony's army is in. He had a little bit of a probing attack here against the Colchis units with the Pericles Spears. Okay, Noble Horse now attacking or defending against the Heavy Horse. Got to be careful with that Colchis. This is your ally's general that is in combat there. Sword Followers might advance in. I wouldn't. You got double team of Fierce Sword right there. Fierce Sword going to charge in. You got to swap, though. Sparta's got to move those hoplites. It's hard to communicate that when you're in a lobby with random players, though. You know, especially with the lack of the chat box now, you can't communicate very well other than things like your markers. If somebody gives a marker that's like this, that's, in my opinion, is a pretty clear indicator of cycle. You know what I mean? Pull, charge. Meaning you're going to cycle, you know, cycle me this unit right here. To me, I think that's a clear message. You could charge that, but you got to be careful because the other sword follower. I think it's a ballista finally firing. 26 kills. Ballista can get lots of kills here. Nervii continuing to be a nuisance. If I'm Nervii, I think I'm just coming back to the point. I think that you have served your purpose of what you plan to do with that sally out. So I think that it's probably time that you just come back in and provide for the defense here, because Sparta and your leftover units are they're war thin, so you're gonna need the reinforcements. Still have Eastern Slingers back here, Colchian Nobles, Sword Followers 120 kills, but they're gonna break here. Okay, so now what we could do, now we can get some good cycles here, right? You have 3 units of heavy charge bonus infantry. So what you do is you cycle them, right? You throw your one in. Okay, so here's your first Fierce Sword. It's probably going to rack up, I don't know, probably 25 kills on this charge. So then, there we go. Now we've got the next one lined up. So after this wears out, I would probably say 120. I would cycle. Then you throw your new unit in. They're not doing it yet, but I assume they will. Okay, so now we have a fight between the Celtic Slingers and the Syrian Archers of Rome. The Boyar Archers can't really help very well because they have a shorter range, so they would have to advance further forward to be able to do so. 131 now. 134. I think this is the same first one. Here we go. Big push by Boii. Antony's Rome taking his time. Noble Horse, 123 kills. I think he killed a bunch of archers over there. That right there. Lost some men, though. There we go. Here we go. Swap. 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 There we go. Good, 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 good job. Good job. Good change there. So now your next unit gets their charge bonus. And it also allows your units a little bit of a moment to rest, to refresh a little bit. Keeps them a little bit fresher for their charging. Nervi, I would be so frustrated. I would be so annoyed. Oh, here we go. This is bad. Boii getting around the defense of Sparta here. Spartan hoplites are going to have to engage there. I don't know why these pikes are so far away. You know, these pikes could be hugely useful right now because the archers that would defend against them are miles away at the moment. Ballista, 49 kills. This is the perfect opportunity to use these pikes. There's nothing there to stop them. I think Antony's making the right call here. He knows that he needs to take this slow, because if he just goes in willy-nilly, he's going to die. He probably doesn't have enough. So he needs the other side to kind of gain an advantage here. Nervii deciding to commit. Got Fierce Swords, Celtic Warriors, more Fierce Swords. And honestly, what's left out here for Boii is not very good. Most of the sword followers are all in here, so the Nervii troops out here I think are going to win this pretty easily. Oh, do not tell me that your ballista's out of ammo with 49 kills. That is a huge, huge boo-boo. What do we got? I hear artillery firing. What was that? I think they're out of ammo, so... Oh, it doesn't say firing. Interesting. 139 kills. So it is the Colchian ballista. He's going to have to turn. 146 kills on a Bastion ballista is really good. Your pikes are out of position now. Pike, pike. This is what I'm saying. Nervii's playing a dangerous game right now. Probably going to need to send a Fierce Sword over here. Pike's trying to get set up. This one's set up pretty much. I would just set up in a line. You know what I mean? Trying to pursue with pikes is a bad idea. And Boii's exterior forces are gone, so I think Nervii is going to start pushing the fact here. That's what I would do. Oathsworn General. I mean, the gate is neutralized, so they could go up through the gate. Oathsworn right through the back of the gate, into the back, or in through the gate. Pikemen now zoning out the sword followers. Probably want to make sure you have something supporting these pikes, though, because once again, you have ways around them. Here's a Sparta General now in. 79 kills, 80 kills. Sword followers 108. Spartan hoplites 68. I love the transverse crest helmets here. But I mean, it's not going well. Antony gonna attack now. He is attacking here as well. He's taking on Cartley Axeman. 3 units of Cartleys, it looks like. Yep. Oh no, 2 units and 1 unit of regular axes. But now we have the Eastern Archers here from Colchis, and they're gonna get good swordside shots. The Archers of Antony, I think, are out of ammo. Yep, they are. But he's attacking on both sides now as well. Colchis pulling back. Okay, because the sword follower kind of caught him from behind. I don't know where we're going with the pikes. I would keep the pikes to a tight formation here. Easy to pull back if you need to. But this pike going out like this, they're sending them out on their lone. You know, they've got a Paraquay spear with them, but I don't know that that's enough. The noose of Nervii is tightening. Oathsworn General, where did he go? Oh, here he is. 145 out of 160. He's going to assault along with these sword followers. But probably going to start seeing Nervii's troops start getting up these towers at the exact same time. So that's going to be a big oof. We've got Raise the Banner from Rome. Sword followers charging straight into pikes. Stop it. Stop. Celtic bows getting hit by Helot archers. That's actually a fight that the Celtic bows could probably take, but they're not. Oh, God. Pikes should not get lots of kills, guys. The only reason pikes get lots of kills is because the enemy did something not smart, like charge into pikes. Charging into pikes, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter how good your unit is. If you charge head front into pikes, you will lose. So, why? You know what I mean? If you're going to hit pikes, try to hit them from the flanks. You know what I mean? Get up on that wall and get around them. Put something on the tower to get around them. The fact of the matter is, at this point, you can't because you don't have the troops anymore. Realistically, the only thing left for the attackers is Antony's Rome. And unfortunately, they're going to get overwhelmed. The troops that Antony has left are not the greatest. He has a healthy Evocati cohort, but it's his general. Everything else is pretty beat up or not very good units. So he has 2 healthy Evocatis. This one right here, and then his general. Let's see, we had a unit or a rally. I'm not a huge fan of the commander general. I usually bring strategist, especially for like a Rome. If I'm playing something like, oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart. Swaby. If I'm playing like Swaby, maybe I might bring the warrior general for the fear effects. Now Sparta doing something really weird with his pikes. Don't really know what he's doing. Sword follower 127 kills. Over here, this is getting a little sticky. You know, all of the fierce swords are engaged now. So Nervii can no longer cycle, but it looks like we're going to maybe get the Heroes of Sparta in combat now. Fierce Swords 52 kills, 256. Nicely done. Helot Archers 156 kills. And here comes the rest of Nervii's army, going to walk right through the gate that they've been defending. And that side is, I mean, it's done. It's capit. It's finite. Listo. So now Antony is just kind of here. Is Antony going to attack this side? He's got to be careful. You got the Paraquay pikes here. And I wouldn't be surprised if they take the other Paraquay pike and put it here. Let's see. Cretan Archers 90 kills with ammo. Spartan Hoplites 139. I think it was right. 139. 73. They are having a little bit of trouble here with the Oathsworn. But now the Helot archers are focused on that as well. And you can see the rest of Nervii coming in, so I don't think that's going to last very long. Oathsworn, 138 now. Is Nervii's general dead? Wow. 9 men left and the general's still alive. Lucky, lucky, lucky. With the general dying in your general's unit, it typically just comes down to RNG. You know, you get lucky or you unlucky. Fierce Swords 274, but now we have some fresh Fierce Swords in. Frenzy, Battle Rhythm. So let's see, this Fierce Sword starting with 52 kills. Honestly, that was actually a nice move there by Boei. The Legionary unit actually took the brunt of that charge, while the Oathsworn actually pulled out perfectly. Look at that. The Fierce Swords went in with 53 kills, 80 kills now. Charge in. Well, yeah, you'd lose. Okay, yeah, that's a good call. Good call. Second win, maybe. Here's the Frenzy from the other direction. Boei army losses? No, just dead. 173 on the Oathsworn. I don't think that we're going to see much more out of Antony's Rome here, because I think what's going to happen is army losses, I think, is going to kick in. Everybody is gone except for Antony's Rome and this one unit of sword followers over here. Rome's general actually went running off somewhere. I don't know where Rome's general went, but hopefully it doesn't become a nuisance. Sorry, I'm just kind of browsing around here. I think Antony just legitimately doesn't really know what to do right now. Sword followers are going to get a couple more kills here out of the Paroquet spears, but this unit of sword followers is not going to last forever. And especially once he's done with the Paroquet spears, you're not going to go through the pikes. So you might try to expand your pikes a little bit further. You probably could expand them just a hair bit more. Avocati cohort went into Testudo, but they're still taking losses from the archers. Cretan archers, 90 kills, but what's shooting them? It's an Eastern Slingers? I think it was the Eastern Slingers. They've got 136 kills. Auxiliary Eastern Infantry routing. Syrian archers, but they're all out of ammo. Got some Dacian spears with them. These Syrians, 46 kills and you're out of ammo? That's rough. That hurts a lot. Yeah, poor Antony just really doesn't know what to do. If I was Antony, I would pick a direction and go. You might go this way. As of right now, you have 2 pikes blocking your way, and you really don't have a good answer for those pikes, so... here's Rome. The Syrians are back. They've got to be almost out of ammo, though. Roman general is here as well. Roman general cannot get back in, though. The gate is retaken by the defenders, so if the Roman general... Oh, no. No, don't do it. Oh, God. What are we doing? That's why the Roman general can't get back in. Remember what I was saying about the general not being able to get that? Yeah, that. And as you can see, like I assumed, army losses is kicking in, and that is basically going to be it. He's trying to keep his men in using Raise the Banner. His best bet to keep his men in the combat is to get, or in the battle, is to get into combat. You actually get a little bit of a morale boost when you're in combat. It tends to help your men kind of stay a little bit longer, but when your men are just standing there, they're more likely to just run away. But as you can see, that is GG. I really liked the Nervii play, actually. Boei did not play it well at all. Boei should have known to just walk away from that. Cosmonauts here as Colchis 1343 did a pretty good job, honestly. Antony's Rome is a tough faction to go up against, and Colchis is not the greatest faction on the planet. So I think they actually did really well at holding Antony's Rome back. Madara as Sparta, we have 1783. Archers all did really well. Honestly, Sparta really just kind of clapped Rome. Just saying. I hate to say it, but we've got Mia as Nervii, 2572, leading the entire game. Slingers did great, 131 on the Noble Horse, and then the infantry just all of them did very, very well. For the attackers, we have Eagle as Boei with 1675. Wasted a lot of time. If Boei had gone in with Rome, I think they do a lot better here. Daniel as Rome with 1412. One tiny army, way too expensive, right? You know what I mean? You've got a lot of money tied up just in these 3 units, and it left you with 15 men, 15 units, and that's not great. Knight Paris as Antony's Rome, 1844, leading the attackers. Archers, 2 of them did really well, 2 of them not so much. Infantry, pretty well across the board, did really, really good. 242 on the Legionaries. That is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.